On Satoshi Guy, we don't chase hype, we track structure. And right now, ZEBEC network is making serious waves in the crypto space. Most projects talk about decentralization. ZEBEC is actually shipping products. That's a huge difference. While many tokens rely on narratives and promises, ZEBEC is building real-world financial infrastructure. And the latest move proves it. The collaboration with Tangam to launch a limited edition hardware wallet for ZBCN holders is not just marketing, it's positioning. Self-custody isn't optional anymore. After years of exchange collapses, frozen withdrawals, and centralized failures, the market has matured. The lesson is simple: if you don't control your keys, you don't control your assets. Now ZEBEC steps in with a hardware wallet collab, limited supply, direct focus on ZBCN holders, true self-custody. Your ZBCN, your keys, no intermediaries. And here's the important part: limited supply. When it's sold out, that's it. Scarcity drives attention. Attention drives participation. Participation drives liquidity. But what makes this even more interesting is the timing and visibility. Rolling this out alongside a Bundesliga ad drop during Borussia Dortmund versus Bayern Munich, that's not small positioning. That's global exposure. Seeing ZEBEC branding during a match between Borussia Dortmund and FC Bayern. Munich tells you something. Web3 isn't playing underground anymore. Crypto infrastructure is stepping into mainstream arenas. This is how brands transition from crypto project to financial infrastructure company. Now let's talk fundamentals, because this isn't just about a wallet. The distinction here isn't narrative, it's underlying usage. ZEBEC is building payment rails around real economic flows. Real-time payroll streaming, crypto-enabled debit cards, on-chain spending, treasury management tools, settlement infrastructure. That changes everything. Speculation is emotional. Infrastructure is structural. When a project builds around payroll, payments, and continuous money streams, demand doesn't just come from traders, it comes from usage. If companies stream salaries on-chain, that creates recurring token velocity. If cards are used daily, that creates transactional volume. If payroll expands globally, that creates real demand. Markets usually price infrastructure late, not early. Think about it. The loudest projects get priced first. The builders get priced when adoption becomes undeniable. Right now, ZBCN sits in what I call the early positioning zone. Too early feels boring, too late feels painful. This is the stage where crowd density is low, emotional entries haven't begun. Infrastructure is being built quietly, visibility is increasing. That combination matters. Timing beats everything in crypto. When narratives explode, entries become reactive. When infrastructure is still expanding, entries can be strategic. No assumptions here, just structure. If payroll adoption increases, if card usage expands, if self-custody demand rises, if mainstream exposure continues, then the driver shifts from speculation to utility. Utility-backed demand compounds differently. And that's the key. ZEBEC isn't trying to be another DeFi experiment. It's building financial rails. Payroll streaming means money moving every second. That's a completely different economic model from static monthly payments. Continuous flow creates continuous engagement. Now layer that with hardware wallet ownership, brand visibility in major sports leagues, expanding payment infrastructure, self-custody emphasis. This isn't accidental positioning, this is ecosystem design. The Tangam wallet collaboration reinforces a message: ownership matters. Limited edition hardware wallets create brand loyalty, community identity, physical representation of digital value, scarcity-driven engagement. And once this batch is gone, it's gone. That type of structure builds long-term holders, not just traders. Let's zoom out. Crypto is evolving from speculation, infrastructure, narratives, cash flow, centralized custody, self-custody. ZEBEC is aligning itself with that shift. The market doesn't reward infrastructure immediately. It rewards it when usage metrics start compounding. Early positioning is uncomfortable. Mid-positioning is crowded. Late positioning is expensive. Right now, ZBCN feels like early infrastructure with increasing visibility. Bundesliga ads, hardware wallet rollout, payment rails expanding, real-time payroll system live. That combination signals maturity. For those tracking participation, this isn't about hype entries. It's about clarity. Ask yourself, is the product shipped? Is the infrastructure real? Is adoption measurable? Is brand exposure increasing? If the answer trends yes, positioning becomes a strategy, not a gamble. Web3 isn't playing small anymore. The space is transitioning from anonymous dev teams to companies competing for global attention. When crypto brands enter stadium advertising during top-tier matches, that's not just marketing. That's signaling confidence, and confidence attracts capital. On Satoshi Guy, we focus on structure over noise. ZBCN is not screaming for attention. It's building. And when builders align infrastructure, custody, branding, and real-world flows, markets eventually notice. No emotional entry, no blind hype, just positioning with clarity. Because in crypto, timing beats everything. Too early feels boring, too late feels painful. The smart move? Understand the structure before the crowd does.